Hi, hey, hello, and welcome to Power Word Play, a Dungeons & Dragons live stream where a bunch of lovely players must protect the Swords Coast from the wrath of Tiamat. My name's Josiah, and let's get into tonight's episode.
Lady Tiamat whispers, her children fly north. No virtue will stop them. Send the sins forth.
And welcome back. So, tonight we're doing our roll for recap.
Balls.
It's going to be... Oh, what does it mean when I get a 20?
You pick?
Wait, this
you
has
pick
happened
highest
before.
or lowest? Or
Yeah,
you pick?
I think he did.
I do think so.
I picked?
You pick?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too much pressure.
Now you know how we
You,
feel.
you could roll again, right? So like 2 to 4 is assigned to him. Or
1 to
something.
4,
Yeah.
5 to 9.
I did it last time. Am I still immune?
You're immune. Alright, that actually makes it
Yeah, you
easier.
could do it.
Yeah, it breaks it.
Yeah.
5,
I think it was
10,
15,
15, 20.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'm 10.
You're 10.
We got 10 in the die.
Coming from the one who takes probably the most accurate notes out of anyone.
Yeah.
That's for your sock puppetry.
Ah!
Yeah, that's true. You
It
did
was
have
written
this
in
going.
the
consequences. There is so much, though. There is so much, though.
Where did we leave off?
Okay. I think I can smell it. I know where it is in my pocket. I know where it is. I can feel it. I can smell it. It's really exciting. I've never had the blood of somebody who was also me before. She'll look around at everyone to make sure they don't notice. She's being kind of weirder than usual. I wonder what I can do with it. I wonder if I can change it. I wonder if I can call on it. I wonder if I can combine it. I wonder if it's the same as mine. I wonder how many more are the same as mine. And what would happen if we brought all of the blood together? And that's it.
Very interesting, Eon. Thank you very much. Take an inspiration.
Yay! The only
Yes.
part of that mattered to you.
Not Ramsey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And dying and transforming.
Yeah, he's still alive.
He's chilling. So we jump back in. Sins, we'll say, leaving the conclave of Silvery Moon as the sun is just beginning to fall in the sky, setting, turning this kind of warm orange onto the city around you as you are walking. Where are we going?
Back to the Leaky Vein, unless there's anywhere else.
Well, I actually had a suggestion. I feel that we're imposing on Casper a little bit.
Possibly.
Yes. And, well, with new revelations. For myself, at least for everyone else. I didn't want it to come to this, but I think I need to go back to my old home.
Oh,
We could see where you grew up.
That's why I didn't want it to come to this.
Where little Elias roamed the halls?
Well, when you put it like that.
Playing with little elven toys?
Maybe we should go back to the leaky vein.
oh no, no.
That sounds delightful.
I feel like I can learn some more there. I'll warn you, it's a mess. It's terrible in there. But
I'm sure it's not as bad as anything we haven't dealt with already, and
No judgment.
yeah.
well, no judge. I've spent my entire life living there trying to organize it, and it's just centuries of no one caring.
Well,
There's no organizational system. I tried to put my own in for all the books and tomes and scrolls, and well, Casper always messed it up. But
Do you live in a library?
well, I guess it's not that far off.
oh.
Another library?
Well, it's not real. I mean,
At
it
least
speaks for itself, I think.
this time. Yep. Can't burn anything down.
Good. Okay, that was going to be my first question.
Yeah, I don't know what I can actually do anymore, but you know what? You're going to your childhood home. Sounds far more interesting.
Well, there's more space there than the leaky vein. Space for you to figure out your own new self.
Oh, I think that's going to take some time, but
Somewhere to start.
possibly. Tell me, perchance, would any of your other family be there?
No.
No? Oh.
That's... Well, that's
Like, are they gone, or are they just not there?
Right. The
Well-
whole parents passing away thing.
It's kind of a thing. We all have parental issues.
Oh, well, yes. Oh, well, my mother, she recently passed.
Oh.
I believe I told you all. And, well, Casper, they just recently opened the leaky vein, and, well, no one else really wants to stay there.
I didn't mind it, but I could see why. It wasn't the most spacious, but...
Oh, no, I mean my house.
Oh! Oh.
Yeah, Casper's was delightful. You watch your tongue.
It was
It was!
good drinks. That Elferclear was... Whew.
But,
Worst case, if I don't
Yes.
get anything back magic-wise, I can always make a bomb out of it.
That sounds fun.
2 in 1. But, well, just to check, the conclave, are we in the south or the north?
The conclave would be in the south.
In the south?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll have to go to the north bank. So,
Well, off we go.
well, across the bridge.
Okay.
Oh. Is he not scared of heights anymore?
Hold on.
Huh.
Your fear was connected.
Possibly.
Maybe this demon is also scared of heights.
That would be hilarious.
You might
Absolutely
have.
hilarious.
You might have just found its weakness.
Heights.
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 Yes, I'm not sure how we can use that, but...
Ramsey, roll a d20. If it's above 15, I'll make a cannon.
Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it.
17!
Yeah!
It's canon.
Scared of heights.
See, all you had to do was accept the broom ride, and this all would have been over a long time ago.
Oh, I'm still not doing that. No. That terrifies me still. But the bridge just doesn't seem to worry me all that much suddenly. Just like most of this city in the word silver. Now I just look at it and go, money.
Are you now possessed by Screek?
Oh, God.
He like hears.
So wait a minute. If you can't be a wolf anymore, that means I can't go for rides anymore? That used to be like our thing. We used to do that.
I know, but let me research a few things. But I wasn't always that way, and before I was I had started to improve myself in some woodsmanship, knowing that my family quite enjoyed shipping me off to different areas of the wilderness and planes of existence, so I figured it'd be good to have some survival skills, so brush off some old habits maybe and do a little research. I've seen some of the other members of my family's business who were able to do all sorts of different things that I'm sure with a little time and effort I can conjure something up.
I can always polymorph you back into a wolf for old time's sake.
That's a great idea.
I guess. It's not that appealing though to myself, honestly.
I can't imagine.
It's perfectly appealing to me, so we'll keep that in our back pocket.
It terribly hurt every time I turned, I remember that.
Oh, well, the polymorph won't do that.
Oh,
I think.
can you turn people into anything?
Well, within reason. I
Oh.
can't exactly go and turn you into a dragon. But, well, maybe a small one, actually.
Oh, that's true, but I'm thinking more. Could we have turned some of the things we have faced into something smaller, more
Well, most certainly.
manageable?
Yes. Well, that's actually what I was planning on doing with Cholth. But there is no chance for it. So.
Yeah, the opportunity kind of needs to present itself.
Yes.
I know how that is.
But next time.
Next time we fight that Cholth.
Yeah, that
There better not be a next time. I'm not killing them for a third time. Second. I'm still confused on that whole thing.
Are we walking in the right direction? Are we at the bridge? I'm awfully tired. There's so much books and thinking and talking today.
It's been a bit of a wearing situation.
Is that the bridge up there? That's the one, right?
I'd say you're probably getting up to the bridge now.
Is it kind of nighttime, you said?
At this point, yeah. The
We
sun
ain't power walking.
The sun went down pretty quick, and Ramsey's much slower.
Yeah.
It should be said that his
should.
wounds are really bad. The areas where he had tattoos along his arms, it's like the skin was burnt away. The tips of his fingers are red and swollen, like they've been frostbitten. And he moves with a pretty sizable limp at the moment.
I mean, all joking aside, Ramsey, but not really joking. It might actually be easier if I fly you across so you're not walking quite as much. If it would make you feel better, I believe my broom could also hold the weight of little Sola to make you feel better that I won't do anything funny, because I would never do anything to hurt Sola.
That's true.
Yeah, but it's not about you doing anything to hurt Sola. It's about you doing something to hurt me.
She would be on there to make sure that I keep
Could all
good behavior.
three of us?
It's quite...
You would probably...
It can hold a bit. It can hold a bit. I don't know how heavy you are.
2 is usually how many.
That's pushing it.
Even though Sola's very light, right, guys?
Right. I mean, I
Probably
guess I
just-
haven't pushed the limit of 3 people before,
Well,
just in case. But
You know what?
Sola will be watching from the ground.
New me,
Right. I'll stand right behind it, holding on to the...
new day.
Yeah, we're not gonna go
Versus-
high. We're just gonna
Yes, no,
float so you don't
no.
have to walk.
Right.
New day.
Yeah.
Why not? So I saddle up and like, wobbly sitting on it, just holding onto her near the whole time.
See?
Don't go too fast. Whoa.
Is this?
Whoa.
No. Oh. Wait.
Bit. No.
Bit.
He's doing better than I expected, actually.
Okay. Whoa. Slow.
Oh, okay.
Too fast.
Okay.
Too fast.
It's
It's a rocky
feet are
ride.
dragging around the ground.
It's like driving a manual through this.
Has Ramsey ever ridden a bike before?
Nope.
Well, then this is hard.
It's like motion sickness. It's like already.
I can turn into other creatures. I can go other planes of existence, but cannot ride a broom. Look at me go now.
Heights are okay for you right now? I know we're not that high, but the bridge is quite high. Sola's right there, don't throw up.
You slowly rise up above the ground. 10,
Hey, no, not funny.
20.
I wasn't. It was by accident.
You know,
He's back there.
part of it might have been the demon.
It was.
Part of it might be me, but it's far better than before. I can say that. I'm just going to close my eyes. Not because I'm scared, it's because they're tired.
Everybody is a little afraid of heights.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in how you respond.
This is coming from the person who is closest to the ground.
true.
Just, are we done yet?
No,
God,
we're
this is the
almost
longest
at the middle.
At the highest point, hundreds of feet above the air. You all see the moon in the sky shining brightly as you make it this way, and darkness kind of envelops the city, but there is magical light everywhere on this little bridge, and the sound of animals and the forest around here just has like this kind of, there's just like this nature buzz that resonates with you.
You know, this is the first time in a long time I've looked up at that thing and not been afraid at all. Thank you again, Renelle.
Well, you didn't throw up, so that's a good sign.
Improvements every day. Hop off the broom. Spoke too soon.
One of the knights in silver walking by just going, oh.
Prestidigitation of that.
Our friend had a little bit too much to drink.
Make sure he gets home all right then.
Yeah, it was that elfin clear that does it.
Ah. Yeah. Put him on his side tonight. Keeps walking.
Oh, well, we're not too far from my house at this point. It really is kind of like a tour through the old city here. It's
Yes.
a lot of history. Ah,
Very beautiful place.
so
What's that building there? Let
Yeah.
me guess.
Yeah,
You
what
were
is
an indoor kid.
how did you know?
There's been
Just
a
a
bunch
hunch.
of infos.
Well, which one is yours?
Well, this is still the new city. We have to go within the old wall.
Oh, it's father. Renella!
Yes, well,
Good to
my
be back
family has
home.
been here for generations, even before Silvery Moon became Two Banks.
2 banks. I knew it.
Don't encourage her.
Used to be a wall around the whole city, and then they tore it down, but it's a historical monument. We can actually... Oh, and there's some of the ruins from it still. There's a bar around here that they have some pieces in there that are really quite nice. Very...
Sorry, you said bar?
Well, not far from here, just a block down from my house.
Oh, a block. So walking distance.
I suppose.
Well, maybe later.
Maybe after.
Yes.
But we want to see your
should
home
take a-
first.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, right. Well, we should be coming on it now.
But around the corner.
Tell them what they got, Vera.
And all of the kind of like, I think like very suburb, all of the kind of like houses around here are very like similar in like architecture. They're very like cliche kind of elven, flourishing architecture, and like decently sized houses. They're nice. And then, like, end of the corner, kind of like, there's just this giant, it just looks like there's pieces of random bits of, like, varying architectural styles just kind of, like, glued on to random pieces. Like, there's kind of a base of a house, and then, like, someone had a different idea. They're like, oh, I like this. We're going to do the brutalist. Or, no, we're going to do some Art Nouveau and all of that. And it's just, like, generations of people that cannot figure out what they want to do. Just building
Three Valley
on.
Gap Hotel style.
There's a room on top of the room on top of the garage. The extra room, if you will.
Very, very random, in a good way.
No, in a terrible way, really. Oh, not a single person in my lineage knows anything about building or architecture.
Do you know quite a bit about building and architecture?
No, I try to stay away from it.
Oh.
I haven't added anything onto the house. It's become somewhat of a tradition that every generation, someone has a differing opinion of what they want. They add it on and it just makes it atrocious and none of it makes sense.
So what you're saying is there's still a chance you might add something onto the house.
God, no.
Well then.
I intend on finding whatever information I haven't been able to find of my family's history in here and getting out. If you think it's bad out here, it's worse inside.
Do you have a key? Do you want me to knock it down?
Well,
I'd be careful, the whole thing might come with it.
I still have my key for it,
Okay,
so
okay.
don't worry about that. But yes, the foundations are not. Nothing is up to code.
Code.
Yes, that's my question exactly.
How it's still standing is a question, but not for me, not my problem. But there are rooms aplenty, and I mean, I'm sure that you can find a bed somewhere.
Well, if not, I'm sure there's stacks of paper we could use.
That is also true. There are many boxes and crates and just scattered
At
around.
this moment, I'll take pretty much anything.
All right. Well, I'll let everyone into the manor.
All right. You take out a small set of keys that you keep inside your satchel and unlock the slightly rusted steel handle on the door. The door swings open and you get like this little draft of kind of stale air. No one has been in here in a long time.
Well, I know Casper was trying to pack up everything, but I think they gave up after leaving.
Whoa, it's...
The inside here is very reminiscent of a librarian's edition of Hoarders.
No.
In that there are books upon books upon books. Shelves have been brought in to make room on the floor for more books. There are tons of small wooden crates filled with scroll tubes and like hundreds and hundreds of little inkwells and dead feather pens that have lost their use over time. It's not the nicest place. It smells like mildew a little bit, and definitely like aging paper, and lots of dust.
Well, welcome.
Boy, for someone with the prestidigitation spell, you've really let your home go.
Well, you would think that
Ouch!
cleaning up would remain that way, but it just accumulates so quickly to a little 5-foot cube of dust, and then the next day it's like nothing ever happened.
Oh, maybe it's for the best, perchance? You definitely know if somebody came in.
Well, maybe you'd see footprints in the dust.
Just lift something up, see the big dust ring. Or if anything was moved.
But, well, good luck finding a room.
Do you have a kitchen that maybe Sola could use?
Yeah, we could all use a little bit of a meal before bed, I think.
Every house has a kitchen, I think.
Every house has a kitchen, yes. But where it was put again, I think nothing is logical here. I think it is on the 3rd floor.
Oh.
There is a lot of feats of architecture there for sure. The plumbing? Who knows how that works?
Good to know.
Wow.
I'm just going to... Oh, look, a place to lay down. I'm just going to like...
Are you doing all right, Ramsey? Do you need a little something to...
No, I'll be just rest.
Well, I'll bring something down for you when Sola and I find the kitchen.
Okay, wonderful.
I don't... How many floors is there? I don't even know.
Don't take the first staircase that you see. That one doesn't go anywhere.
Anyway. All right.
Yes, like I said, lots of differing opinions on how this house should be built.
Maybe buddy system? Don't go anywhere alone. Just so that you can all tie strings to make pathways or something.
Leave
Breadcrumbs, something, yes.
Right, yeah, so we don't get lost. Okay, well, I'm going to go off in search of the kitchen if anyone wants to tag along. Renea?
Sure, let's go. Let's... Yeah.
Alright. Sola and Rhaenyra are heading up.
Yeah.
So not the staircase.
Right, not this one.
Okay.
The second
There's
one,
another
yes.
one over there. Let's try that one.
Okay.
Yes, you avoid the staircase in the corner of the room and go up the staircase literally smack dab in the middle, which leads up to the 2nd floor, which you can see is immediately a splitting of 3 hallways in a circular form. And you kind of can look around and you see down the middle there's a few doors, and on the right hand and left hand side there's a few doors. You kind of take a moment to look around, but
Well, we have to go up again. How do we
Right.
go up again?
3rd floor. Well, I don't see any stairs.
eventually I would say you peek into one of these doors, and what looks immediately like a supply closet, you kind of look around for a second and see that there's a hatch in the ceiling, and you pull it down, and it kind of does the attic
Oh, these are stairs.
a little wooden ladder upstairs.
Dark!
God, it's so steep. How do they move food around the house?
Maybe there's a dumbwaiter you can ride in.
Maybe.
This is up. We need to go up.
Okay, well, you first.
All right.
Well played, Sola. Well played.
You climb up.
Yeah, Eon's already up there.
Yeah. You peek your head up, and you are in a bathroom,
Sola, it's not the kitchen.
but it has a door. And as you kind of climb up and then go in, this is the kitchen.
Oh, the kitchen's through the bathroom. It's through the bathroom.
Through the bathroom.
Yeah. I was
All right.
scared Ramsey was going to be in the bathtub, but he's not. It's okay. It's just me up here.
Okay, Sola comes up to you.
See, it's a bathroom.
Can I get the 3 of you to make perception checks? What is Eon doing right now?
Staying with Ramsey.
I think I would actually probably stick with these two. Yeah.
Then just
so-
these 2. Actually, I do want one from you anyway.
Oh, okay.
Your house.
That is my
your house.
Yeah. How much do I remember?
Wait, you're with us? Then why?
No.
Okay, so then why you tell us which way to go?
He's forgotten.
Yeah.
such a dick.
Solo.
22.
22.
Whoa. Okay.
Rhaenyra?
5. Which makes sense for our
Yeah.
It's
totally
here.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Your eye just kind of stops
It's like-
working a little bit.
It's like toilet means bathroom. Oven means kitchen. It's like,
Books everywhere.
yeah, book everywhere.
So with the 22, as you get up into the kitchen, you do notice that the stove has a pot on it that looks like it has some water that has been sitting there for a while.
Carefully lift the lid off and sniff it.
Yeah, not a great idea. What looks like water is definitely not water.
Okay.
Oh, thank God, I'm so
like-
thirsty.
Not this one! Not
No?
this one!
No?
It's some sort of vinegar-esque chemical, alchemical solution here that's gone very, very bad.
This has probably been here since before Elias left.
Why would someone just leave a pot of something like that on the stove?
That's a great question.
It's a weird house. There's a lot of questions.
There's
It's,
a lot
yeah.
of questions. Okay. Is there a sink nearby?
Or a window.
There's a window, yeah.
A window. Okay.
Yeah.
Someone will look out the window. Is there anybody below us?
Of course, it's just into the next part of the house.
Yeah. You look down and like it goes right into the ceiling of the second floor.
What a weird house.
Okay, that's not going to work. I'll go
Down
to
the
the
toilet.
toilet.
Down the toilet, yeah.
There you go.
And-
Yeah,
yeah.
hopefully the plumbing works.
Dump that out.
Oh no.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not going to use this pot anyway.
Yeah, it's like rusted. It's gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys take that moment and play around with the stove and that. But it does seem like once you kind of take a look, some of the kitchen equipment here is definitely in some rough condition. But the main things you would need to function is fine.
And I travel with a little bit of a kit, so
Yeah.
I'll mostly rely on that today.
I'd say that's probably a smart idea.
And I'll fry up some turkey pie,
Nice.
basically, out of the leftovers from the day's meal before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot Silver travels with a cooler.
And
That's
Elias,
why she's so
your
heavy.
perception?
Right, it was a 24.
24.
Yeah.
As you enter inside, and you're walking kind of towards one of the living rooms where you spend a decent amount of time, you notice one of your bookshelves has tipped over.
That's not good for the books.
And is kind of leaned up against the wall. And you can see like there's a bunch of books kind of all over the floor. And on the top ledge of that bookshelf, there's a handprint that is broken through the dust. Which is weird.
That sure is weird. Oh. You know how I was saying that the house has been left alone for several months now. I'm not so sure about that. So the shelf is like tipped over and then there's a hand. Does it look like it's like someone is trying to climb up and go up somewhere?
Yes, actually. There is above this bookshelf, kind of this open glass window, kind of on a hinge that is accessible only from a ladder. You can see that part of the grate on the or part of like the I don't know what to describe it, but like there's like a plaster or like some sort of like kind of nicely done finishing on the edge of the window, and it's been broken off in a few places, like somebody was climbing. And I'll say with the 24, you definitely hear the sound above you on the second floor of something moving, footsteps. They're gone.
There's certainly someone or something else someone else in here.
So you would also hear a little bit of a
Upstairs.
Well, I'd imagine it's rodents or something.
Plumbing in this house makes some funny sounds.
I know, it's like it's alive or something. Like,
Yeah.
does plumbing move normally?
In here, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Well, if that is a rat, I do not want to see the size of it.
Do you think it's like a burglar or?
I mean, it could be. I don't know.
Should we?
I am not. No. Mm-mm.
Well, could we say at this point though, like Sola and I are starting to head down though with like food to share with these
We've got
guys?
quite a little place
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we are carrying
Yeah.
awkwardly down the ladder.
stairs.
Yeah.
Down
the stairs. Yeah. Yeah. I won't make
Sola
you
has
roll.
Make an acrobatics check.
Two of us.
Plates
We're
on
not
the
carrying
back.
that much.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Should we just like yell?
God, no.
Oh.
What if it's...
Like, the turkey pie.
I've got food, guys.
Yes. Shh.
There's turkey pie. Listen, there's someone else in the house.
No, that was the toilet. We didn't use the toilet.
I know what the toilet sounds like. I've lived here for years. What? There's footsteps. Do you hear?
Everybody listen.
Nothing. Silence.
I swear.
Is it haunted here, maybe?
Why did you have to say that? Why did you have to say that, Ramsey?
We're not that lucky.
Is it haunted? Well, most certainly. Oh my God. But they've never left.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Sola, get your
No, where's your little shithead?
Mash.
Yes.
It's right here.
Send him to look around.
That's a good idea. Hey, Lash, go see if there's someone upstairs, would ya?
You just hear the sound of his wings leaving.
Never mind. Shh.
Horses here.
Hi guys! I found you!
All the way until we
Oh my God, he's here all
across the
His head
water.
through the third floor window.
How on God's name did horse get in the building?
He gets in a lot of funny places.
Second go.
Can you roll a d20 and add 2
Me?
for Imp's perception?
Just two?
Mhm.
11.
Okay. Within 5 minutes, Lash flies back to you. Don't hear a voice. Not physically, but in your head. Lash's voice very gently introduces itself to your mind. There's a hum, a presence, very gentle, almost like it is submitting to you. And you hear Lash's voice in your mind just go, "Couldn't see anyone."
That's new.
None of you hear that.
There's no one up there. False alarm.
Well, then maybe that means we should just go scope it out on our own. Now that all this food has gone cold.
It still looks amazing.
Well, perhaps, maybe... Should we find a place for Ramsey first?
I'm actually
Sure.
quite comfy here.
Yeah.
Like grabbing, looking at books with. That's a boring title. Putting it behind my head.
What do you mean? It's a special edition.
Textbooks on textbooks.
Now it's bloodied, so
Alright.
Alright,
Elias,
the rest of us.
the second floor was really confusing for us to get to the third. There was 3
There's
doors.
a lot of doors up there.
Maybe you know
Yes.
it better.
Well, I think the first floor is the one that makes the most sense. Everything above is kind of ooh. The first floor at least had some semblance of an idea of how it should be built, but I did try to map all of this when I lived here, and I'll see if I can remember all of it still.
Well, if the three of you go, would you mind staying? I don't really feel like being completely alone at the moment.
Probably smart.
Yeah, a strong breeze could probably. Let's just put that right back in place.
Here, let me help you a little bit, and I'll take your burnt, crispy, gooey arm
Oh,
and start carefully trying to wrap it.
Oh.
Just carefully with some bandages.
Oh.
Just until you have a chance to get back.
Make a little medicine check for me.
Okay. 11.
It's a little sloppy, but
The thought counts.
it feels better than it did before, I will say. Not the best, but it's covered and clean for most
Protected
part.
from some infection, maybe? I don't know.
Yes, that's better than nothing, honestly.
Sola watches Eon and feels kind of proud.
aw.
As she's
But she doesn't say anything.
as she's doing it, I'm kind of like glancing back to Sola, going, "Is this right?"
Amazing.
Sola just quietly nods.
Those of you who walk from the bathroom located on the first floor, and
On the first floor?
there is one. Yes,
There's multiples.
there is one.
Wow.
However, it is kind of more like a urinal squat setup.
Cool hole in the floor.
Yeah, not super great. It's kind of outside where Elias's room would be. I don't know if you're interested in showing anyone that, but leading up to his room, there is what looks to be just this very well drawn picture of a woman, an elf, very young. You get the idea that, in elf years she might have been around 100, but she was, the equivalent of like an 18-year-old in human years. And you see, she's smiling. Kind of this curly, dark hair that goes down to her shoulders, and a nice dress that has these green and floral bits. And she stands next to an elven man, significantly older. Kind of is a little more sullen looking, I'll say. It definitely has a little bit of meaning. You can tell it's been put in a nice frame, and what does it mean when you see it, Elias? To see your mother and your father.
It. What does it mean? Probably not as much as it should. Kind of feels more like just looking at a portrait of two people that he knows. But, well, it's not really like, oh, it's my mother and my father. It's a good portrait. It was done well. They look good.
And as you retreat to your analytical side, as you look at this picture of your family, say the night slowly comes to a close, unless there's anything anyone else would like to do.
Well, I mean, so do we look out at the second floor and we don't find anything? Is that what you're saying? Or
I would say that, yeah, you don't find anything. I'd say you would give a good walk through the entire space. The 3 hallways all have individual doors with kind of randomly set up rooms. 2 of the doors literally don't go anywhere and just kind of set up into a wall. But not really
Why
much.
are there so many staircases and doors that lead to nowhere? Kind of a waste of time to build it, isn't it?
Truly, yes, that is my exact opinion.
It's the equivalent of haute couture. It's not meant to be usable. Just demonstrates
Just look
creativity
to look
of
at.
the maker.
Yeah. Yes.
Creativity is a way to put it.
It's not practical.
Right.
When
But
they've,
yes, you don't find much there, but yeah.
Okay.
when they've gone upstairs, as Eon's like finishing wrapping up my arm, without even realizing it, in Infernal, I start asking you, do you still have my old blood sample? Do I have something on my face? Why are you looking at me like that? What?
Since when do you speak Infernal?
Parting gift?
So your ghost was afraid of heights and also was like against Infernal. And so wouldn't let you know Infernal, and now it's gone, and so now you're not afraid of heights and you speak Infernal?
Maybe?
Cool.
That's really funny, and also something I... You gave Eon blood, right?
Yep.
You made the pact?
Yep. Still has the old stuff.
Sola, do you know Infernal?
Yes.
Rhaenyra, do you know Infernal? You learn Infernal.
Anyway, that's really cool that that demon did that.
That's cool, I guess, but what else has changed with me?
Well, how do you feel?
Like I've been run over by a horse several times. Or like, remember when we touched that thing in Fizzle's basement?
Yes.
And it made all of the hairs just
Yes.
like that whilst getting run over by a horse multiple times. I'm just interested. Does it seem different? Has it changed?
Your blood?
Yes, the stuff in the vial you carry. It's, I guess it would mean I need to. Huh.
Doesn't really do much.
I'm just gonna uncork it ever so slightly and take a teeny little drop out of it, 'cause it's only a tiny little.
Yeah.
Take a teeny little drop on my finger and just... Sorry, I don't mean to hurt you.
No.
No, I just want...
Yeah.
I just want to see it. Just touch it to you a little bit.
Gross.
You feel anything?
No?
I don't know.
Well, nevertheless, that's not me anymore, so promise made is a promise made.
Well, hold on. Let's get you fine first. Because you're in pretty rough shape.
You know what? On second thoughts, yes, that might be slightly too much. I reach out and pull like a book out of my back.
You
I'm not like,
You can't grab anything right now.
Because of your fingers.
Your fingers and your every muscle along your tendon, like all your tendons are ripped. Like you're in rough shape, mate.
it all hurts so much.
You've always healed very quickly. I'm sure you'll be feeling fine in no time.
Oh, I can hope, but we'll see. Oh, being old kind of sucks. I'm gonna pass out now. Because that's the only way I think I can deal with the pain. Thank you, again, for always being there.
Rhaenyra's just doing like her nightly rounds on her broom, and then she like sees these two as like Eon's putting the blood on Ramsey, and she just like U-turns. It's like in Pac-Man when you hit the wall, you know, you just like immediately.
That's hilarious.
Really gently reach out and just so carefully hold on to Ramsey's hand. And he looks like he's sleeping. And I'll just say, but you are gonna be okay though, right? I'll sit with him. Carefully holding his damaged hand.
Yeah.
And trying not to hurt him.
A few of the spiders walk down and begin to go up on the arm.
That's what you need is spiders. From me to you.
Wake up.
They're actually mending up your bandaging job a little bit with their tiny little spider legs. Which is pretty cool.
So upstairs, Sola has seen the portrait on the wall and put two and two together. She may not be intelligent, but she is very wise.
That's true.
Very true.
She has high wisdom.
And so, but she's not going to ask Elias anything about it because she's
High
also
wisdom.
very perceptive.
Mental notes.
And tell Elias is a little disturbed about that, but she will say, Elias, I noticed you haven't shown us this here room.
Oh, well, that's just another one that just opens into nothing.
Just like this one over here,
Oh, no.
the wall, right in the other side of the door. I don't know why.
Yes. Yeah,
It's
yes.
like that?
Like that, where it's, I think what it is that there used to be a room there, and then someone said, oh no, we're gonna build something else, and it's just, makes no sense. That's why the stairs that go to nowhere, and windows opening into other rooms, and ladders. There's a lot of ladders.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's a lot of laughter.
And not convenient for a gnome.
No,
That's our type.
not convenient for anyone, really.
Right. Well, if you feel like showing us what's behind there sometime, if you feel like showing us that wall that's behind that door.
Why would you want to see a wall?
Well, sometimes some walls can be very personal and reveal a lot about oneself. But
I know what you were trying to ask. No, you're not allowed to see my room.
well, no. I'm not asking. I'm just saying I'm offering.
And I'm offering you a no.
And again, like Rhaenyra is doing her rounds. She comes up and she hears Mario. She like turns. I'm not part of this.
Yeah. yourself forward and around.
Just trying to peacefully fly her broom around the house. There's weird shit going on everywhere.
Slowly levitating up a ladder.
So, you just hear sighs coming from everywhere.
Weird fucking house.
Elias, I've learned a lot about wounds in my time. And some wounds don't heal on their own. Sometimes they need to be opened up again and cleaned out and set right before they can heal again. And some wounds are hidden by a door.
And some wounds stay very well behind a door.
Absolutely.
And it's actually just a wall.
Hey, I don't want you to think that I am asking to be let into your wall. I am just saying that if sometime you feel like you trust us enough, I would be happy to share this wound with you. But no pressure. No pressure. It can just be a wall. There's just a wall behind there. That's all there is.
Yes. No pressure. I've come to appreciate my time with all of you. It's been better than I expected. But, well, I mean, you know what? It's actually not. It's not that big of a deal. Why not? Sure, open it. I'm giving you permission. It's unlocked.
No. I'm not going to. Because you're going to just fool me and it is an actual wall. But if you choose to invite me into your wall, I would happily join you.
Well, now this feels like...
It's significant. It's you're inviting me into your wall. If I just barge in, then I don't have a place there. It's not my place to invade. It's not my wound to open. It's this is yours. I respect that.
You're very wise. Ugh.
On a scale of 1 to 20, I am 18. Almost all of the way.
18, I would have said 20.
You would think so by now.
You would.
Perhaps another night.
Very well. Well, thank you for the discussion.
Ghosts.
Voices.
And until then, I'm going to go and make sure Ramsey's alive.
I'm sure Eon's doing a good job.
You know what? She is.
She is. There's actually some technique there. Surprisingly.
Well, the night is coming to a close here. Unless there is anything else you would like to do. Alright.
I think we're good for tonight.
Sins, you take a long rest.
Oh my god.
That's one exhaustion point down.
Oh boy.
Hey, 88 hit points. Like a badass.
Like
So,
a boss.
In 23 days, the second council meeting of Waterdeep will occur. You have offers of teleportation to get you to the city of Waterdeep when you would like to, but for now, the city of Silvery Moon is kind of yours to rest in, explore, and kind of get back to where you need to be. All of you having defeated these dragons and come across a lot of important information, we'll say. Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
You're spending these days in bed.
Mm-hmm. Because now I'm reading the new exhaustion rules.
Yes, sir. Uh-oh. You are extremely injured. It's been a hard sleep.
This became evil.
Let's do one thing. I want you to roll a Constitution save. I just want to see if your healing takes what end of long or short it takes here.
I don't know if it would help, but Sola would very much be tending to Ramsey.
Absolutely.
What does that give me? Anything?
I'll
Nothing.
give you advantage.
Okay, good. Because that was a 9. That's a 19. Con save, that's a 23.
Okay. 23 is good. Definitely needed. As you're realizing the damage is severe, it's hard to use your hands at all. You can, when you move them, your muscles tremble. And the claws, that the shape that your hand used to be able to strike is not the same. The strength is not there. However, the damage from this fight does wear off after a couple of days, especially with Sola helping you, Eon helping you, whatever resources you would have.
Well, Red, I know I've said this before, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to repay you for this.
We'll worry about that later. For now, you need to do another set of this thingy I bought. When I went out on the town, I bought this. It's like a little exercise hand thing. You know, the little, it's like got a spring in the middle and the grips, and you go like...
Okay,
Yeah, that's going to make your hand a lot stronger. Keep doing that. No, you have to squeeze it. Yeah, squeeze it. Together,
Did you get all this strength?
squeeze it.
Try it! Oh, it's not there
I'll
yet.
see if they have a kid's version.
See, Ramsey, like this, and I like snap it in half.
Oh,
Sorry.
Well, it was
Oh, darn! It's broken and I can't do it anymore!
Okay.
I'll take the pieces and I'm gonna start making something. For a time.
Ramsey.
Yeah.
I will say it takes a little bit of time, but you're going to be able to heal. You're going to be able to get some use back of your arms. But you realize pretty quickly that you're going to need some significant changes to be able to do what you used to.
With this broken thing and spare parts, can I put together a very rudimentary like grip aid that goes
Sure.
around and on the fingers to just help?
Sure, yeah. And Ramsey, that grip aid kind of reminds you of something you used to have.
Yes, this...
It's just got some springs to help
I can feel...
remind your
Yes.
muscles.
It's...
Just while you're getting better, you know, you'll be tip-top in no time.
Did I do the right thing?
While you're alive.
Yes, I guess that is a condition you could say I'm in. I just feel useless. you all can do such amazing things, and I now can't make a fist.
That's just temporary.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I hope you're right.
We'll give you gloves, strong gloves. We'll give you
Well,
things.
I think we need to go home. There's some things there at my old place that might help me.
Your old place, where your dad is.
Oh, God. You know what? Honestly, go for it.
Go for what?
My father. You've been dropping all these subtle hints for weeks now about...
I just really want
What
Elias
hints?
to meet him.
Why do you want Elias to meet
Well,
him?
why not? Don't you want to?
Not particularly. I think you want
I
to
think
see
everybody should
more
meet him.
of
That's what I think. Everybody should have the opportunity and honor of meeting your dad.
Okay. So that happens.
That's a weird thing to say.
Ramsey.
Yes.
As we've said before, here's what I'm gonna say. This little glove that Eon has created for you reminds you of a specific device you used when you were a child, an archery aid that helps you steady a bow and steady an arrow.
Elias, I don't mean to sound insensitive when I ask this or rude, but I'm kind of guessing that elves have a particular talent with the bow.
Do you look at me and think that I have any talent with the bow?
Well, no, you? No. But your friend Gormia seems...
Holy shit, racial profile.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was so rude.
Me. Epitome of white privilege here.
What do you mean all Asians aren't good at math?
What? Rude? Not all elves are good at archery. What the hell?
Jesus Christ. Sorry. Just had to do that. It's been on my mind.
And all gnomes are sprinters. Come on.
What are you saying?
That
So-
you're light.
To kind of go to this, Ramsey,
Yeah.
there are obviously places you could
Yeah.
look at this skill and try and recoup some of your ability. I guess the main question is, what are you more interested in pursuing? Like, there's the Emerald Enclave, which you can see has quite a few rangers. You can see there's the Silver Knights, which have like more infiltrator types, but very skilled archers nonetheless.
I'd probably lean towards more of the Enclave. It's more familiar with how my family operated. Like, they're more... You're off into the... They have people who are out in the wilderness. And
Yeah.
I'd lean more that way and kind of... Plus, I know that they're spread fairly far throughout
Yeah.
the realm, so...
Okay, so I'll say for these periods of days, however long you guys end up choosing to be in Silvery Moon, Ramsey, you spend the time working on your archery. The Emerald Enclave actually has an area for these kinds of testings, we'll say, where like magical spirits of animals will kind of trot through the forest and help with the archery tests, as they can't be harmed by them, and they just kind of shake it off when it happens and go on their way.
I get them all to look like the Puggles.
The puzzles, yeah.
Such joy.
Here's what we're gonna do. There's 3 targets for you to hit here.
Okay.
Your number is a d20 plus your dex.
Okay.
They get significantly harder, but the better you do on each of these, we'll say there's just like an added increase in how fast you get up to prime.
First one's an 11.
Okay. You take an arrow out and your hand is shaking, but as it clips onto part of this grip, you're like, oh, you can actually just hold it there. And you're like, oh, you flick your wrist out and the arrow flies, but it's a little wonky.
It's been a while. It's like these are.
They're helping?
I like. Yes. No. They're very.
Good.
Great. Let's try that again. That's a 24.
This time you take your hand and the bow and it's just more fluid. Your muscles remember these actions even though it's been years. And an arrow flies through the air, hitting dead center in a tree, where next to it there's a little hole and you see a spirit squirrel go before it kind of like runs away.
Still hate squirrels.
But I'd say that's 1 fail, 1 success.
Last one. That's a 20.
There's success. Over the next couple of days, you find yourself in this forest often, practicing, moving, recovering your skills. You get help from members of the Enclave. You see Vimrock for a little bit as he has made himself known.
Holy shit, you're still alive.
Of course I'm still alive. You look worse for wear. What the fuck happened? We killed the dragons.
Yes,
Was there more?
No.
A third dragon.
No.
Are you sure?
Vaguely, but yes. No third dragon. Some very, very evil people and dragon-esque type people who...
Not like your friend though, your friend is cool.
No, yes, no, she is very cool. Don't ever tell her I ever said that, because I will deny it till the day I die.
Okay, whatever. He takes out his short swords and he starts to run up to this boar. And then the boar just kind of sits down and is like...
Taking it, yeah.
In and out.
God, I had issues to work out, but okay.
ADHD adventure.
One day,
Yes.
while
Yes.
Ramsey is practicing, Sola will come up and visit him and be like, "You're getting pretty good at that, big bad."
You don't have to call me that anymore, Sola.
But I kind of like it. You could be a big bad something else.
I don't hate it. I'll give you that much. Brad. And just keep letting arrows go.
Yep. You asked Eon if you wondered if you made the right choice. And I've been thinking on that. I just wanted you to know that if you made the right choice for you, then it was the right choice. I don't think you wanted that creepy spirit thing anymore.
I was sick of just hurting you guys. Honestly. There was a lure of power and promise that was, at least as far as I could tell, never going to be fulfilled on. So, the hell with it. And I've never thought of it that way. Maybe it's time I just start thinking about what's right for Ramsey. Violent.
Exactly. You've never been self-centered before. So,
No, never.
you could start.
You know what? Maybe I will. Thank you, Sola. It's nice to know that I have friends who have votes of confidence. And you know what? I know you're a little sad about no longer having a ride, but
Yeah.
I've been speaking to a few of the people here at the Enclave, and, well, I'm starting to get a little bit of my mojo back, shall we say, and I think I might be able to help you with that. Not yet, but soon.
Yeah, I would not dare jump on your back just yet.
No,
You're not quite strong enough.
It may not be me, per se, but I've got something in the works. Don't worry.
Okay.
Speaking of Ramsey, I would say at some point during your trainings, you would more than likely see the High Mage, Methrammer, who would more than likely take some steps to help you with the Ranger magic as you would need it. He's a very short and curt teacher, but efficient.
It's been interesting as these days have gone by. Remember how I told you, Sola, that I might be able to help you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, just a small tear in the plane, and out walks this giant direwolf.
It's all right.
No.
No?
No. This is a friend.
Is he a good boy?
You tell me?
Sola will carefully go up to it, with her shield still kind of at the ready, and hold out her hand. Hey. There you go. Okay. You have to scratch under the chin first, I think. Because if you put your hand on top of their head, they think you might do something bad. I learned this on the farm.
Ah, yes. Well,
It helps.
I always enjoyed it when you scratched under my chin, so...
Yeah. Okay, he's nice. Does he have a name?
No. I was wondering if you might want to name him.
Big Bad.
Big Bad indeed.
Wow. Cool. Good boy, Big Bad.
Just... Again, it opens
He's
up.
gone.
So as much as I can't give you a ride anymore, there still is the ability.
Cool. Well, I could get used to that.
He's as fast as I was. Roughly. I think I'm going to quite enjoy some of these newfound abilities. Never been able to really trust myself. Always lent on something else.
I'm certainly interested to see what you're becoming.
Well, see that apple?
Yeah. That one way off in the distance, you mean?
No, the one by your
This
feet.
one.
Yes.
Okay.
Throw it
Oh, okay.
as hard as you can, any direction.
All right. That way.
And just holding the hand. I don't even touch the arrow, but Eon's grip has grabbed one out, and I've just slapped it. Wham!
Nice.
Through the air.
Hits and flies off into the distance.
You are getting good at that.
I know, it's kind of scary. I should have been doing this from the beginning.
Yeah, no kidding. You had this hidden talent the whole time?
I know! I wasn't as useless as maybe I thought.
It's been like a couple of days. Or something.
I think they call this a montage.
Yes. Speaking of montage, I'd say that probably is all what Ramsey can accomplish in Silvery Moon here.
Yeah.
Is there anything else anyone else would like to pursue, or people that you'd like to talk to before you go?
During the nights, I'd be helping Elias just thumb through anything in their house. And just maybe this, put it in the bag of holding, just
Yeah.
we'll sort it later, anything that piques your interest. In the bag, in the bag, in the
Yeah.
bag.
That is definitely how Elias is spending
Oh, yes.
a lot of time. I think as a first order of business, just for the mechanics wise, he's gonna copy some spells into his spell book.
Absolutely.
That
Yes.
I have spell scrolls for.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I am.
What are we copying here?
So we have all the scrolls that I got for the Chul fight
Yes.
that I never used. So
Now you get
this is gonna take a while. This
Yeah.
is probably gonna take
most of your time.
18 hours total is how much it is.
18 hours. Okay.
Yes. So we have,
It's
Scroll.
three working days,
Yeah.
give or take.
yeah.
2 for an elf.
That's what we're thinking.
Just living off caffeine,
Meditation,
nicotine, and
Yeah.
hate.
So definitely those first 2 days
Absolutely.
are just beautiful, just recording,
Done.
practicing, making
Done.
sure it's all there. So Scroll
Awesome.
of Polymorph, Slow, and Blindness Deafness is now in the full rotation.
Sweet rotation.
Yeah.
Those are some good spells.
doozies.
Yeah. Once that's all out of the way, it is going through the family records and trying to find anything. Finding rooms he's probably never seen before, and records or books or scrolls and tombs that made no sense before, probably, but now with some new kind of context and new background. Just anything that feels like it could be a lead.
Make an investigation check.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Ooh. That's a 12.
There's a lot to sort through here. It's going to take you more time.
Yeah.
You have a bag of holding, so all the important documents where you're sure there might be some information you've grabbed. However, it's a lot. I'm going to say roughly at least 50 different books, for sure.
Do you still have room in there? I found another.
You know what, honestly,
Well, it is an extra planar space, so there's always room in there, but I thought I'd ask.
well, how about before we add everything, we, take the table, clear it off, and... Oh, this is going to suck. There's not actually much in there.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Assless chaps, some rocks, some candy, just some stuff tumbles out. I guess we should take it all back eventually, but... You take it.
The bag?
Yes.
Ramsey, I appreciate that. If you couldn't keep good protection of it,
Well,
I surely cannot.
I wouldn't say that. It's... You're typically going to be... not... How does one say? Up in the shit.
Well,
As
I
much
try
as-
not to be, but the shit comes up in me most of the time.
Phrasing? Are we doing phrasing?
Don't think about it too much.
You know, it's an interesting way of putting it, but I just think that it might suit you better. I can keep it if you wish, but it's just you're going to be, at least while you're here, you hold on to it so that you can put whatever you need into it, and if I need to take it back later, I can always do that.
While you're saying this, I'm kind of eyeing all of the things that have fallen out onto the table from the bag, and I'm like, this wasn't very well organized, was it?
Honestly, I took it from Scree, so
It's in the bag, this in the bag, this in the bag.
we're
bag.
lucky that there isn't body parts, at least.
Fingernails.
As you with your house, he inherited this mess.
That's a lovely way of put it. Very wise.
You pass off the bag of holding, and Elias.
Well, someone has
you
to
grab that.
keep this all together.
Awesome. Awesome.
Unless there's anyone else. But...
Okay.
Elias, while we have the use of your house here, I was thinking, I have a spell. Word of Recall. It can bring us back somewhere whenever I choose to cast it.
Yes, I'm familiar.
I was thinking, like, where's the best place to use it here so that we could come back sometime if we need to? Your house is almost always empty. We could, like, this common room here, we could use it right here. And anytime we want to come back, then poof.
Oh, we are putting a lot of integrity on the structural soundness of this house.
Yes.
Yes. This is a lovely idea, and I fully support it. However, I think that we should set the point right outside of the house,
Outside?
not inside of it.
Okay. I guess I could... There's that little bit of courtyard out there. That would be okay.
Yes, I think that would be best. Anywhere that isn't in danger of collapse or falling apart, or if Casper decides that they also want to add on to the tradition.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe also as well that it's probably better outside for the fact that if the house does fall over, we'd be showing up in a collapse.
Rubble.
Yes, that might not be the greatest
Alright.
thing for us, but
Perfect. I'll do that spot right up there, in the middle of that circle.
Very fitting, yes.
Yeah, there's a nice little circle of bricks that have been laid out, almost as if it was designed exactly for this.
It's in the perfect radius as well. Would you
Yeah,
do that?
exactly. Very cool. I'll go in and do that, and I cast Word of Recall out there, so that we, in the future, can teleport back to this place. If we so choose.
Okay. And this is new word of recall, correct?
Yeah.
Further different.
I could not tell you because I didn't have the old one.
Just noticing it says must be to the location dedicated to your deity or faith.
that's the old one was you just had to know the
The old
place.
one had to be there.
The new one only says,
Just whatever.
you must designate a location such as a temple, as a sanctuary by casting this spell there.
Cool. All right, then yeah, I'd say that works. Easy.
Cool. Yeah, there we go. So,
What is your word of recall?
Elias's.
Oh, okay.
Because this is Elias's
Sure.
place.
A little on the nose, but I like it. Well,
Yeah,
Not
it
Cincinnati.
is what it is. Cincinnati.
alrighty. Awesome. So word of recall is cast. You have that set up.
Cool. Are you finished your business?
Well, does anyone need to go shopping?
That's exactly what I was going to suggest.
I think we all
Perfect.
could.
Yes.
Cool. Let's go out into town.
Sure. I'll say if there are items you know you want right away, I can give you a price so you can do that, or we can do that outside of session, but I don't have a shop super prepared for anything else today, so.
Sure. Yeah. And there are two things Solo's going to look for. First of which is two very fancy handcrafted bowls with like Special gems inside.
Yes,
there.
yes. If it is an item for a spell, you
It
get
is.
it.
Hooray!
It's pretty.
Sola buys 2 like ceramic bowls that have been like gems have been molded into them, like embedded in them.
Nice.
It is just like, I know that this looks fancy, but this is going to serve the most delicious meal you guys have ever tasted. Eventually.
Awesome. So take gold out for that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's easy.
The next thing I think we should find is we got the drop put on us a few days back. If we had one of those fancy weapons of warning, somebody had it. I think that we could prevent that sort of situation from happening again.
Well, it's a possibility. I think it'll be a little harder for people to get the drop on us, per se.
Well, maybe so, but like I've got amazing perception and it still happened.
But how did they know where we were? Like, how do we stop them from even knowing where we were to surprise us?
That's called expensive.
Yeah, that part I don't know. But like a weapon of warning is at least a cheap stopgap.
But like, what expensive? What are we talking?
I would say anything to interrupt the ability to divinely scry on one.
But the thing is, I think that that's only like an individual. We need that like for a party. That's way too much for us.
Well, maybe we should just ask around. I've got some gold. I don't know how expensive it is.
I'd say there probably isn't much around that area in Silvery Moon right now.
There's not much for that.
Yeah, not much for that.
I can at the very least, well, I can't do anything specifically for each person, but at least can ward an area. Traveling will be harder, but wherever we settle.
I've learned some new abilities that if we are going to be in an area for a certain amount of time, I can set up, shall we say, a trap of some sort that will alert us to anyone who comes too close to us.
So Rhaenyra hasn't spoken for like a few days since the first night after seeing the blood.
Yeah.
And seeing Sola trying to get into Elias's room.
Yeah.
Just trying to deal with process the awkwardness and whatever was happening because she didn't ask any questions.
Classic Rhaenyra.
But with Eon asking this question,
Yeah.
Eon, I think as dark as it may seem, I think as long as I'm alive, somebody will always be watching us.
That's very true. It isn't the first time that your eye, and I don't mean, I meant, the big
One that screams to see.
Yes. Your uncle's eye, shall we say. Well then, what if we know for sure you are being, hello, peekabooed on. Maybe we protect you from it.
I think I'm the main source of it.
I think they would know. They know that we're with her now. Is the thing.
And that's yes, and that instance there, that was specifically designed to attack us. It was manufactured and targeted specifically to try to eliminate us as quick as possible. So maybe we just need to be more on guard. And there's not much we can do to stop.
And the best first step is a weapon of warning. How much to buy one of those?
600 gold. You can find. I'm just gonna roll.
You don't do your bulk stick.
Yeah, I mean, my mace is just a plain old mace. If nobody else wants it, I can have it. I'm not probably going to use it, but I can carry it around.
Yes, but that's the thing.
Okay.
As long as it's on you.
I'd have to double check on this, but you could find a javelin of warning or something equivalent.
They have
for 600 gold.
Right. The other thing about this is whoever holds it also gets advantage on initiative. I already have that.
Oh,
So it's actually a good thing for someone else to have.
maybe yes.
Would you like to have an extra javelin?
Yeah, Javelin of Warnings in D&D Beyond. 600 gold.
Long distance
Whoever's getting
pokey
that.
stick.
If they want.
I guess an extra javelin never hurts anybody. Or at least it hurts people that you want to hurt.
Yes.
Never heard.
That is a required attunement item, guys.
Specifically hurt.
Yeah.
I
Is it?
if it's
It is.
attunement, I
It
don't know
is?
if I'm up
Yeah.
for that.
It's not it is
What?
attunement?
Yeah.
Hold on.
In Legacy, yeah.
In Legacy?
I will have to think about that.
Well,
Yeah, well that changes things.
Yeah.
You know what?
I do have another attunement slot.
Well then.
Do you?
Well, I mean, there's an item I want to take that. We'll get rid of that, but
Oh, it does.
You know what?
Rats.
Well, no. It's.
Wah wah.
I've already used all four.
I pull. You have 4?
Alright, so
We'll just
Right.
table that.
let's
For a
let's-
text
find that
later.
Do you think
Yeah.
while we're shopping, do you think
Yeah.
that there is a shopkeep who would like to purchase a headband of intellect?
Yes, you can text me about it though. I'll say we're gonna move on
Okay.
from shopping. We're not gonna do that for too much longer. So if you're gonna buy a weapon, Javelin of Warning, you can here. If
Sure.
not, we'll
We'll
whatever.
handle that outside of
Absolutely.
We'll get it.
session.
We'll get it.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out.
Either way, so that kind of takes up a little bit of time, but not a whole lot. I would say it's starting to get close to the council meeting date as the days kind of fly by in this very peaceful city. But
Well, maybe we should.
Can I?
Oh, yes, no, no.
So, just backing up a little bit, back to that first night when you were in really rough shape, and Ramsey's breathing kept stopping, and Eon was very concerned about him, and she popped out her protector cannon to give you some extra hit points
HP.
every 6 seconds all night.
That's cute.
And she had a full-on panic attack that night and did take a little bit of your blood. And I think over the next several days, she obsessed over your blood and everybody else in the family's blood, and she analyzed this other Everlove spawn's blood and did tests on it and tried to infuse the blood and studied it and just obsessed about this for days. And then she started testing it, and she would rub the little blood spot on her book. And this is the little Rhaenyra blood spot. And she would look at Rhaenyra, and you would feel just out of nowhere the tightest little pull towards Eon that you couldn't explain. And she would do the same for Sola and for Ramsey, and just testing out this connection a little
Is
bit.
there a string in here or some? What?
Why are you moving so funny?
I don't know. It's
Very cool.
this house is weird.
I keep getting
Well, that-
pulled into this
It's like,
wall.
is the floor like?
So Eon messes with you guys for a couple of days.
Eon tests the connection.
Strong.
Well, it's good to see Eon's back to normal. These have worked amazing, by the way.
Good thing I broke it.
Yeah,
What did
you
you
were
break?
part of the process.
Your grippy thing.
Oh yes,
them and then
yes,
she
that's
fixed them.
amazing. Yes,
Yeah.
we should give her more things to break.
Sure.
Start looking around Elias's house, like,
everything's already broken.
yeah.
Just dusty, not broken.
I am glad something good was made out of it because
Yes.
that did cost money.
It's great now.
It is.
Well, and maybe soon you won't even need them.
Alright.
Maybe a little bit longer.
Yes.
A little bit longer. Anything else the Sins would like to accomplish here before you guys get ready to go?
have one last bit of shopping, unfortunately. But this is fun shopping. This is fun shopping.
Fun.
Let's do that quickly, and then
Isn't
Soul
it
would
all
also do
fun shopping?
This is fun shopping. While we're all kind of like, ambiguously, we're looking for things, we're shopping for things, Elias has his eyes out for stones of sending. Is trying to look for those.
Rocky Talkies.
Yeah. The Rocky Talkies, yeah.
Love that.
Roll a persuasion or investigation.
Hello. See, I'm better at investigation. I'm gonna do it with this dice, actually. Okay. 19.
19 for persuasion. Or
Investigation.
investigation.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say with a 19 you do find a pair of these stones, and they are selling for 800 gold. So you can do that if you want.
Okay, yeah. And before we're all setting out, probably on the last day, Elias is going to go back to the Leaky Vein to go say goodbye to Casper.
Okay.
Kind of probably like middle of the days, like a little bit
Pretty dead.
pretty dead, so I can actually like catch them
Yeah.
there. And well, hello, Casper.
You see he's in the middle of telling a story to one of his employees before he turns around and they go, "Oh, hey Elias, how's it going? Are you okay? I heard there was an attack at the library."
Oh gosh, forgot to tell you about that. Yes, well, everything's fine. We were there, and they were attacking us, but it's okay. It's all no, it's all good.
Okay.
But I suppose that actually leads me to why I'm here. I'm sorry I left so suddenly and without really any warning at all that first time. And, well, I'm not the best with communicating.
Oh, understatement.
Never, oh, fuck you. Never really had, I'm trying to make this moment. Never had much reason to. But, well, I think it's a good time I change that. And I'll hand one of the stones to Casper. I know you've never been the best with magic. Yes, I think I got all of that.
Remember when I blew up the kitchen like 3 different times? Just trying to cast prestidigitation?
Yes, speaking of that, we're all back at the manor. It's terrible in there.
Yeah.
It's just as...
I haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah, I could see that you just left it, which is... I would have done the same. But...
Yeah.
Well, in sight of that, I want to be able to know how things are going with you still. So, just... It can't do much, it doesn't communicate very well, but it's still something. Just whenever you... Once a day, just check in, and I'll check in with you and just think what you want to say with the stone, and I'll hear it.
Sure. I'll talk to you on my lunch breaks.
I would appreciate that, and well, let me know how you're doing and how
Of course.
you're progressing.
Sure.
And well, maybe you can let me know how Cormier is doing sometimes as well.
Oh, okay. I'll keep an eye on Gormy. I'll make sure he drops by
Yeah,
and doesn't push himself too hard.
that would be appreciated.
Sounds good. I'll take care of him. You take care of your family. Including me,
Yes, you are.
obviously.
Duh. Well, Yeah.
Fuck it, stop being mushy. Get out of here.
Oh. Okay, well, should I give you a hug? I'm leaving for a while.
If you
Is that-
want to.
Not really.
How about a handshake?
Oh.
Nah, just come here.
Okay.
They give you a big hug.
Yeah.
Um,
Hold on just like a couple seconds extra.
yeah.
Okay. And I'll let you know how I'm doing.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well.
See ya, book boy.
Dickwad.
Nice. Awesome.
Casper's the cool one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So also before we leave, so at some point, well before, like Ramsey maybe would still be in recovery, etc. But one evening, Sola would go up to Eon and just kind of be like extra cash. And be like, hey Eon, how's it going? Sorry to interrupt you from your tinkering and stuff. Or your book or whatever. I was thinking, a few days ago, couple of sessions ago, we had discussed that maybe sometime, if you wanted to, I could send a sending to. Do you remember that tiefling girl? If you wanted to talk to her, do you want to do that? Because we kind of have some time to kill, and I have the spare power.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't even have to be anything serious. Could just say hello, how are you doing? What you keeping up to? I'm your big sis, Eon.
Nope.
This is not a well baked out plan, guys. One, it's Sola's voice. Two, it's
Well, no, for sure, but we would tell, hey, this is a message from Eon.
okay. Yeah, she doesn't know who Eon is.
Well, but maybe this is how you say hello.
Well,
Say hi, hey, hello.
Can you what's a normal way to ask someone if they're alive? What's a normal way to have that conversation?
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a little weird for this person because
Not twice if you live.
they get to respond with words. You might just need to give a brief explanation about who the message is from and why they should respond, and then I can say, you may reply to this message.
You could just
Only
say,
6 words at the end.
Dear Tiefling, an interested party wants to know if you still are alive.
I could, yes.
Factual, direct, under 25 words.
Except replace tiefling with Ishif.
No,
No, where?
this isn't Ishif.
Yeah, Ishif
Oh.
would be nice to say hello to sometime as well.
Sorry, I've been in and out.
I don't think it's Ishif.
No, I don't think so.
think
From
it's
what you
Isha?
described, I can't imagine.
Dear Green Tiefling,
Yeah.
an interested party would like to know if you are still alive.
Okay.
You may reply to this message.
Message. Exactly. And we'll just see what happens.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, Sola will do that. We know the target. Dear
An
Green
interested
Tiefling,
party
an
wants to
interested
know
party
if
wants to know if you are Live.
It works.
You may
You forgot
reply to
hi, hey,
this
hello.
message. Hi, hey, hello.
The response comes back. What? Where did the voice come from? Hello. That's it.
So I say exactly that back.
She's alive.
She is alive. Okay, that's a start. Maybe next time she won't be so surprised. If you want to say something different. If you want to say something different at all.
Next time.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Alright.
So anyway, I was just gonna say, I noticed how you were tending Ramsey, and I'm really proud of how you're picking up those skills. But you know what? I also noticed that it wasn't like I taught you anything. Those were all your own personal stylings. You know, you had your own technique going on there and stuff. And so I just wanted to say, nice work. Also,
Thanks, I guess.
yeah, you also really saved my butt the other day too. I don't know if you've noticed, but I kind of have been not avoiding you per se since you came back, but we haven't had a lot of like personal interactions since then. I think I've been a little bit worried that you might be like mad at me or disappointed. And so I haven't gone out of my way to talk to you either.
Why do you think I'd be mad?
Well, just 'cause like the whole dying thing was really stressful, and coming back was also stressful, and I kind of like wasn't able to keep you alive. And in fact, you did a better job of keeping me alive than I did of keeping you alive. And I'm like really thankful for that.
For a long time now, Sola, I've been okay with dying. I'm not mad at you.
But that's good.
Thanks for bringing me back.
You're welcome.
Wow.
There. Whew, that feels like a whole weight off my shoulders. Can we be friends again?
We're
Like, you know,
not?
well... No,
Oh.
of course we were.
Okay.
The whole time.
Good? Are okay, yeah. Great.
Perfect.
I feel better now.
Me too, thank you. And she gives you a hug.
Great.
Eon kind of walks around away, kind of like,
Rhaenyra again on her.
But I'll say with that, our time at Silvery Moon has come to an end, and you guys prepare to leave this city, heading to the Conclave of Silvery Moon, where their transportation circles are set up. And soon, you find yourselves in a small blue room where, etched into this ground, you can see the markings of teleportation, pardon me. The mage attending you just kind of nods, looking at you all before activating the spell and sending you all off to Waterdeep.
As it's going, I grab onto Rhaenyra. Fuck, I hate this pot.
Don't throw up.
remember, we don't know what's on the other side, so be ready.
As you jump in to this portal that sends you flying a little bit, makes you nauseous, but within a few seconds you find your feet on solid ground and the familiar light entering into the architecture of the Wizard's Tower in Waterdeep.
What state is it in?
It seems fine.
According to the music.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's quite good.
Ambiance.
Yeah.
Fuckery.
Reconstruction's going
I like
forward.
that.
Hi ho!
Yeah. Look at those 7 dwarves. They're working so hard.
There's like a duster with no hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
You're fine. But in this final day before the meeting, we're going to fast track a little bit through some things. The first thing I feel will come into play, Ramsey. Currently don't really have many weapons. You have some, but did you want to pursue looking for others?
Yes.
In that one way?
Yes. Would you all terribly mind if we, as I had asked before, I need to make a quick trip to my old humble abode. Well, it's not necessarily my home, but we have to go to the filing estate.
So, Ramsey, what I want for you to do during this, so we'll say you guys get to it, but Ramsey, bringing the whole crew in here is not maybe great of an idea. However, you have a few skills you want to test out.
Okay.
And as you walk up to the Phylan residence, it's quiet. Very quiet. You don't even see the groundskeeper walking the area.
Huh.
Do you think this is risky?
Possibly, but you know what? If we all just be real quiet. And I cast pass without a trace.
Sweet.
Okay, because I was like, pretty stealth checks.
To save some
Yeah.
time, I'm gonna say I want you to roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Anyone who's if you're all going to go in, it's going to be a higher DC. Just Ramsey will be much smaller.
Yeah, probably Solo would not, because she's not sneaky, and she knows that.
I think same thing.
Yeah. I'm alright.
32.
Unneeded.
That's unnecessary.
Ramsey, you find yourself where you wanted to be in the Garden of Recompense.
I walk straight up to one of the crystals. Put my hand on it. Hello, Mother. And I reach back, and as hard as I can, with a rock in my hand, just smash it. And as it falls apart, nothing was inside except 2 weapons. A bow and a short sword. That belonged to my mother.
No body.
Nobody.
No body in this Garden of Recompense, this cemetery located on the Phylan residence where previous family members have been encased in crystal, preserving whatever remains left over they have, or items. However, they're hard to look into. And now you realize as you hold these 2 items that at the very least your mother's body is not here.
Damn. Then just
Of course.
back out up over the wall.
I'll say it goes by without really much of a concern. And as you all kind of take in Waterdeep, it's busy again. Very, very busy. In the same kind of manner the first council meeting was busy. However, there's way more guards. You thought there was guards last time? This is
They have
insane.
stepped it up, I will give them credit.
Yeah, you see mages flying, soaring through the sky every, like, minute or two. Like, it's pretty intense. But for the next little bit, we're gonna just fast track a little bit. You all preparing for this meeting, preparing to talk about your encounters with Cholth and with the cult. You get dressed, fitted appropriately for this occasion. No references of a secret fight needed or the need for some sort of...
Still trying to avoid that Tabaxi person that we just stole from last time we were here.
Yeah, which is not too bad.
I didn't do anything to that Tabaxi.
You did not.
But you guys find yourselves in the High Palace, in that familiar waiting room where all of these leaders were once sitting down in front of you. And it's busy again, more busy than it was before. More people coming in. You're all just kind of, you've been led to the front of the room, and you've been given this very nice small kind of like VIP seating off the side, which is kind of cool. But as you're doing that, Ramsey, you feel like a coldness on your back of your neck. And you turn your head just to see the back of a somewhat familiar figure enter into a restroom. And you get the feeling you've been called to.
You'll excuse me for a moment. Nature calls.
You don't need to announce it.
Sorry.
As you enter into the bathroom, it's a single stall, making it nice and easy, nice and descriptive. You see your brother face through the wall.
Oh, it's you.
What did you do?
Huh. Hi. Good to see you again. Funny story. So, yeah, I removed the curse from myself. I'd actually been working on it for quite some time and was going to use it to, well, either kill Wintry or kill Father. I hadn't quite decided at the time. But it turns out that whatever this Tavai is, I couldn't take it anymore. It's caused me far too much pain and grief, and I decided for once in my life I will put Ramsey first.
Your selfishness has cursed us all. Where do you think the spirit went? Father is so angry.
What else is new? He's always angry at something.
You're no longer safe. He has what he wants.
Oh dear gods.
I don't know what I can do for you, other than give you a warning.
Well,
It's more than you've ever done before, so I guess. Thank you.
I will never understand you. And he phases through the bottom of the floor.
I know. But stay safe. Come back out. Wow, that was. You know what? Never mind.
Yeah, you don't need to give us the
No,
details.
I just realized that. No,
Rather
yes.
not.
Where do we have seats yet?
You
Anything?
sit down, seeing the group in their area.
I'm going to look around, just casually trying to, as I'm walking to them, to see if I see my father there.
Make a perception check.
That's an 11.
Rhaenyra, can you also make a perception check?
Guess you've got your eye out looking for it.
19.
Oh no.
Ramsey,
I'm a +1, ladies and
you don't
gentlemen.
see
Wow.
him. You don't see him.
Meant to be.
Oh no.
Rhaenyra,
Ruh-roh.
you see a banner hanging. New. Not one of the cities. The Dynasty of Che. Banner has been put up. And as you're staring at that, the leaders from every city begin to enter it. You hear the voices introducing once more. Melindrock from Silvery Moon. Neverwinter from Neverwinter. Continuing onward. Until this halfling announcer says, and finally, representing the Dynasty of Che, the royal family, King Daemon and his daughter, Sarah Che. And you see walking into the room a small, maybe 10, 11-year-old dragonborn girl with black scales and white hair. And your uncle walking behind her. And that's where we're going to pick up for next week.
I knew it. I knew he was about to end it. I knew it.
Dick move,
He was
Josie.
gonna be like, they lock eyes, and I knew it.
Cut the tapes.
They're the bad guy.
Bum, bum, bum.
Manipulative.
He is.
They have,
I'm kidding, I know.
they have a seat at the table now.
Oh.
That
That's-
seems like a bad thing.
Yeah.
She's a kid. I don't know how we feel about killing kids.
I'm generally a
Evil
kid. Let's start with that position. Oh, boy.
So, with that said, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great rest of your night. And hi, hey, hello.
Die, hey, whoa!
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, there's a monkey wrench in the fucking plan.
What is Damon?
So who
look
is
like?
she?
Is he?
I don't know anything about
You
her.
don't know anything about her? Okay.
Yeah.
Damon, I will describe in these, but he is a tall, black-scaled dragonborn, similar to Rhaenyra, with short white hair and kind of a gray silvering beard. Gold eyes. Very, very calm.
Family resemblance.
Bum, 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 bum.
Need to test out this new bow.
See what this can do.
Now.
From a distance.